I'm Sean from Renaissance Room Parkour. If you haven't watched the first video, go back and watch the first video and then come watch this one. And I'm here to talk to you about today's ParkourWOD. So this week we're focusing on just some of the basics of getting your core moving and learning to move from your core. We're going over basics, and probably in a couple months we're going to come back to the core and really start breaking down some other movements. So today's workout of the day is going to build on what we did last time a little bit. You're going to have 3 different movements. You're going to perform each of them 11 times. You're going to do the first one 11 times, second one 11 times, third one 11 times, then you get a break. And you're going to do the whole thing around 3 times. So our first movement, we're going to do what we call a dangle into a cat. So you're going to find a surface that you can just dangle on. You're going to hang here, and you're going to pull your legs up into a cat. And back down. Now, it's not that difficult of a movement, especially if you've done parkour for very much time. But what I want you to focus on is using that core, that same motion that we started our movements with yesterday. You're going to do it here. You're going to contract your abs. You're going to suck them in. You're going to use that to create some space so you can start pulling your legs up. What I don't want you to do is start jimmying with your arms. Now, that's good. The ability to pull yourself up with your arms, it's a good thing to have. We'll come back to exercises to deal with that later. We have variations of this that focus on your arms. But for this, I want you to focus on your core. So you're hanging here. You contract in. Use that to start drawing everything up. There are a couple exercises you can do actually while you're hanging in your cat that we'll go over in depth. If you know some of the core exercises up there, feel free to throw them in. You're going to do 11 of those, so I'm going to show you one more time. You get here, contract, use that to start drawing everything up while you're in your cat, and then slow, controlled release down. So that's your first exercise. You're going to do it 11 times. If you need to step off really quickly every now and again, give your arms a rest or whatever, that's fine. Drop into a squat. We're going to use your squat as your rest position. Second exercise. This it's a QM. Lots of us have done these before, so this one shouldn't be new to you. All you're going to do, some people prefer to jump their hands out, some people prefer to jump their feet out. I don't care. You're going to come down, you're going to jump whichever one out, and you're going to basically go into a controlled ground pound from here. So you come up and back. Now when you're doing that first part, what I want to see is I want to see control. I don't want you to just come here, jump in. I want to see a fair bit of control to land it, come down, up, down, same thing. We're looking for control here. The control you demonstrate here, working with your core, is going to be about the same amount of control you have in a flow. If you want to be able to flow through things well, you've got to have core control. So, you're here, control up, then come back to standing, same thing. 11 of those. And then your last one, this one's really simple. It's just our glute raises. So I'm going to come down here, and you're just going to lift your leg straight to the back and down. Okay? I'm going to do 11 of those. That one's a pretty easy one, but there's some add-ons that we'll get to possibly this week. If not, then in a couple months it'll make it more difficult. So you're going to do 11 of these. You're going to do 11 of the QMs, and then 11 of the glute raises. Then you're going to rest. You can rest as long as you want, but your rest position is going to be in a squat. What I want you to do while you're in your squat, make sure that we're focusing here on technique with all this to start out with. So make sure that your back is raised, is up properly, so that you're using those muscles in your back, which are part of your core, to keep yourself up. We're going to talk about those tomorrow. Those muscles tomorrow. And then, of course, making sure that you're not, putting pressure on your meniscus or doing anything funky with your joints in your legs. So that's your break. You can break as long as you want. As soon as you're done with your break, you hop back up. 11, 11, then 11. And you're going to do it for a total of 3 rounds. Now, you also get a little bit of homework today. We're going to talk a little bit about the functions of the core. So, to talk about the functions of the core, I want you to go and look up, just the basic, what are the basic core muscles. You can type that into Google if you want. You can type it into Wikipedia. If you've got a kinesiology book or an anatomy book, you can probably look it up in those. I know I've got from college, I think I've got 3 or 4 books that have just that in there. Well, they've got a lot of other things, obviously, but that have those things in there. So before tomorrow, go look it up. And don't think I'm going to tell you, because when I tell you tomorrow, I'm going to assume that you've looked it up. So it takes 5 minutes. Click the button that opens an extra browser, type it in, look it up. Don't be the guy who waits for me to tell you, because I'm not going to tell you tomorrow. I'm going to assume you did your homework. All right. So there's your workout. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.